The most important copywriting lessons that changed my life. We're going to start one by one. These are going to be digestible, point by point benefits that you can utilize in your Facebook ads copy in every way you want. Let's get started. The headlines that offer benefit sell 22% more than the rest. Freedom from pimples, more miles per gallon, fever cavities. These are some examples, and these clearly show a benefit. Or if you're offering a service to real estate business owners, you can say more high quality leads that are interested in your property. Clearly communicating that benefit. Seems simple, but a lot of people miss this. They want to be drastically different than the rest. Then this will get you less quality of leads or less quality of attention or sales. It depends on what you want to achieve. The second one, headlines with news elements gets more attention and sales. News element gives people something new because people are used to ingrained to read that look like articles from back in the newspaper days. That's why they're so important. They look organic. They don't look like you're trying to sell something. That's why people read it without recognizing that you're selling something. That's why it's so important, because people like to follow news. That's super clear. And let's give some examples. Retired old man from Ohio discovered a new scientific way of growing hair. This is an amazing headline which has a news element in it and clearly showing the benefits of the product. What is that? What is that new thing that retired old man can grow hair? People will be interested. People will be like, what the hell? Can I grow hair like this? They want to read your body copy. And a lot of people make the mistake of burying these news elements in the body copy. But essentially, body copy is read by 5% of the whole total readers, which is extremely small. That's why you want to underline it in your headline. Number 3, if you are offering a service or a product to a smaller niche market, you have to flag them in your headline, such as people live in South Yarra over 35 years old. This is one example. South Yarra is like a small place, a small suburb in Melbourne. If you underline it and if you are servicing those people, you want to underline it in your headline. If you have a smaller niche, that's a missed opportunity if you don't put that in your headline. Another example of a copy, which most of you probably not going to use it, but it's really important. Retail headlines with 10 or more words sell more than shorter headlines. It could be anything that you're selling, but this is for retail, guys, not for lead generation. The headlines with more words in it sell more than the shorter counterparts. When you put your headline in quotes, you increase the ad recall by 28%. This is a small trick that I don't recommend you use it all the time, but it most likely is going to improve your ad recall. So if you're running a brand awareness campaign, which most of you know me, I'm not a big fan of it, still it's going to increase your ad recall rate, which is amazing, which is what you want, right? So put your headline in quotation, in quotes, so people have to think twice what that quotation is there for. Before we get to the next part, I have a completely free copywriting course. There's no upsells, no downsells, and there's a community attached to it. It's completely free as well. It's linked in the description. Just go and enjoy that full 3 hours long copywriting course, which is completely free. All right, let's get back to the topic. The other one is avoid double meanings. This is done by a lot of advertisers. These ads get usually awards and whatnot, but these awards don't mean anything. The awards are not given looking at how much you sell. These awards are given by people who just look at it as a competition, right? So your main goal is to avoid double meanings. If your ad has a phrase that has a double meaning whatsoever, avoid that altogether, because these double meanings decrease the sales by 50%, which is huge. You would not want to take that chance. It's time to cover illustrations. What are illustrations? Are the image that you use with your ad. It could be Facebook ads, it could be Google display campaigns, it could be any type of other ad format on internet, or it could be newspaper ad like back in the days. Let's see what type of things that you need to avoid and what you want to cover. Before and afters always work great, but you have to be careful when you're using before and afters on Facebook ads, because they can flag your before and after and reject your ad. So you just gotta be extra careful using before and afters, but it is great when it comes to illustrations. Do not use crowds in your illustrations or image. Use single person. That increases the sale and that increases the retention of your ad. This is huge, guys. Even if you are addressing a certain group of people, the crowd get missed. People just skip the crowd. People don't like the crowd. People want to see one face, because faces sell. You want to see one face and get the focus on that face. Look at the big brands, they do this really well. Always one person in the image instead of 5, 10, or 12 people with big groups. It is the same scenario with your landing page. Even if you have some people in your landing page, just use one. Even if you're a big company, don't use every single person, just use one person's face, which sells even better. If your target audience is men, don't use sexy women. This sounds counterintuitive, but people want to relate to the people they see. So if you're a man and if you're targeting men with your ads, you have to use a man in your ad. This sounds counterintuitive because back in the days, what people thought is if they use a woman, like hot woman, sexy woman, they will get more views, they will get more interested, but their sales actually went down, and they were thinking what the hell went wrong, because they were using a really hot, beautiful woman, they paid a lot of money for her to show, but the sales went down. They switched back to an ad where their target customer, let's say 35-year-old man who's into sports, they used that avatar and their sales skyrocketed. So people want relatability when it comes to ads, so they want to see that. And if you're a woman, vice versa, you want to target women. Who is your avatar? Use that avatar in your ad. We talked about the body copy briefly. Body copy could be anything in digital, right? You put the headline and underneath that you have a long body copy. On Facebook ads, let's say, this is the body copy. On an email you have a body copy. On a newspaper you have a body copy. On Google search ads you don't have that option, but on landing page you do have. Average readership of the body copy is around 5%, which is extremely small. So if people don't like your headline, they skip that completely. So your headline is 95% of your ad. 5% is the body copy. That is extremely critical for you to understand when you're writing copy for anything. If you're a copywriter getting paid for it, understand that if you're a digital marketer and you're writing copy to accommodate your ads, this is really important as well. Do not address your reader as they're gathered in a big stadium and speaking to them. Just imagine you're one customer, one prospect, and you're speaking to them one-to-one. That is extremely important. Never talk about you guys, my customers. Never do that. Always talk about one-on-one. Imagine you are sales pitching that person one-to-one and craft your copy just like that. That is going to increase your sales. Avoid using analogies. Analogies are often misunderstood and they're going to decrease your readership, and they usually dislike the ads when they have double meanings. Always go straight forward and avoid humor as well. Avoid using superlatives such as our product is the best in the world, our product is revolutionizing whatever. They don't make sense and people have seen or heard of it millions of times. So try to avoid that. Use a conversational tone in your ads even though you're speaking to a really high-end customer base. Celebrity testimonials are big, but expert testimonials are even bigger. This is called the authority figure impact. If you use an authority in your area, which let's say I'm using Kim Kardashian in my ads for a teeth whitening product, this is not going to make as much of an impact compared to if I were to use a dentist in my ads. Kim Kardashian is a way bigger persona, but a dentist is an expert in teeth whitening. That's why you have to think about who is the authority, who is the celebrity. And always use the authority over celebrity, because this was tested. People remember the celebrity, but they don't remember your ads. That's the key point. They will remember there's an ad out, there was Kim Kardashian playing in this, toothpaste commercial, but they won't remember your toothpaste. If you want to make people remember your toothpaste and buy, you want to use the expert, the authority figure in your area. If you want to choose a font for your body copy, use serif always. People are used to seeing that serif font and people recognize that right away. People don't want complicated things. Our brains are always evolving to find the shortcuts. If you use a font that is specific, unique to your brand, that is going to confuse people. People don't like that, and your readership will drop. People who use serif has readership increased by 10%, which is huge. And you want to use the serif font, which is well recognized, well known, because people are used to seeing that font. Use that font in your ads on your landing page. Don't try to be funny. Don't try to be unique. Just go with what is proven. This is a big one, and a lot of people misuse this. Use lowercase in your headlines. People all use uppercase when they have a headline in their image, in their whatever the case may be, but using The first letter, okay, you can use the uppercase, but the rest has to be lowercase. First letter of each word has to be uppercase, the rest lowercase. Don't use all uppercase, because you rarely read things that are all uppercase. You're more used to reading lowercase stuff. When you're reading a book, when you're reading an article, everything is lowercase. Opening paragraph is the third most important thing after the headline and the image. Do not exceed 11 words in the first sentence of the first paragraph. That is going to save you a lot of retention of readers, and you will get a higher percentage of people continuing through. These are the short bullet points of my copywriting career and reading from the top copywriters like David Ogilvy, Gary Halbert, Joseph Sugarman, and many more. If you like this type of content, I have a free copywriting course down below, completely free, no upsells, no downsells. Just go in and enjoy in the description. See ya.